Where does Otay come from? I've heard a few people, all native English speakers, recently use Otay in place of okay, both in writing and when speaking. Where does that word come from? For that matter, is it a word at all? I'm guessing it means the same thing as okay, but are there any nuances in its usages that I'm missing?
I believe it comes from the character of Buckwheat in the old TV show The Little Rascals.
Otay comes from the Little Rascals, aka Our Gang, a 1920s comedy series featuring a variety of child actors, in particular one called Buckwheat, who had a bit of a lisp or perhaps a minor speaking impediment at the time. This character was later caricatured by Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live, who made a big production out of the practically unintelligible Buckwheat dialect, including Otay specifically as a catchphrase.
When I use it, I'm deliberately emulating baby talk. It doesn't really mean anything different than okay, pronounced properly, it's just a way to be, I don't know, cutesy. I didn't know about the Little Rascals / Buckwheat connection, possibly because I grew up without a TV. I'm sure Buckwheat contributed to at least some of the popularity of Otay, and possibly I absorbed it from someone who, unbeknownst to me, was imitating the TV show, but it's also possible that this is something that each generation / school / user invents anew.
It absolutely originated from Buckwheat and his lisp. My entire generation grew up imitating it. I asked my 22-year-old and her generation uses it from Eddie Murphy's reincarnation of Buckwheat in a movie, On Record, and a reoccurring role of the character on Saturday Night Live. Then moving ahead to my 11-year-old son's generation, he sees it on Facebook, also in depictions of Buckwheat, and he and his friends use it in imitating the Little Rascals.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.